told him again, we don't show the covers, we don't share the story. I told him that I wouldn't be making an exception. And he said that he would see me dead in the trunk if I did not show it to him.
Sean Diddy Combs fighting back against claims he had sex with other celebrities and minors and that it was recorded on video.
This has to be by far one of the wildest things Diddy has been accused of yet. Y'all, allegedly Diddy threatened a journalist, all because said journalist refused to give Diddy what he wanted. And get this, Diddy also allegedly sent goons to her office in an attempt to do the unspeakable to her. Y'all, let's dive straight into this latest chapter of Diddy's insane crimes. So by now I am sure we are all aware that Diddy is a pretty despicable guy. I mean, it won't really be a surprise to anyone if we hear tomorrow that Diddy allegedly helped commit some war crimes somewhere. However, just when you think you have heard every single shocking thing Diddy has done, more shocking things he has done in the past get revealed that leave people dumbfounded, and this time is no different. So, apparently, over 30 years ago, Diddy got into one of the weirdest disputes with the then editor-in-chief of Vibe Magazine Danyel Smith, and it led to a sequence of pretty bizarre events. You see, in an upcoming documentary about the fall of Diddy, Danyel revealed that back in 1994, Vibe approached Diddy and asked him to be on the cover of one of their magazines. Diddy agreed and all seemed to be going well until one day, Diddy hit up Danyel demanding to see the cover before it was released. However, due to company policy, Danyel refused. Apparently, Vibe has never allowed anyone outside the company to see anything they were to publish before they released their magazine. Now, on hearing this, Diddy allegedly got seriously pissed. He reportedly demanded over and over to see the cover, but every time Danyel told him no. And that's when things got serious. Allegedly, Diddy was so angry that he called Danyel again, and this time he threatened to unlive her and stick her in his trunk because he wasn't allowed to see the magazine beforehand. Now, Diddy didn't just stop there. Danyel also alleged that Diddy sent 2 of his goons to her office to go get her. Fortunately enough, they didn't find her. Now things got so out of hand that Danyel had to call up her lawyer and demand that Diddy apologize, or else she was going to call the police on him. On hearing this, Diddy faxed over an apology quickly to Danyel. However, according to a source, Danyel seems to be making all this story up to get attention. The narrative presented is a reinterpretation that does not accurately reflect the 30-year professional relationship. If this individual truly felt threatened, why did she continue to attend events and dinners and meet with Mr. Combs over the last 30 years? Most recently in 2021, attended a business meeting at his home regarding a project. Now, Diddy's attorneys also denied Danyel's claims. In a statement obtained by People magazine, Diddy's attorney said, "These documentaries are rushing to cash in on the media circus surrounding Mr. Combs. The producers failed to provide sufficient time or details for his representatives to address unsubstantiated claims, many from unidentified participants whose allegations lack context. By withholding this information, they made it impossible for Mr. Combs to present facts to counter these fabricated accusations. This production is clearly intended to present a one-sided and prejudicial narrative. As we've said before, Mr. Combs cannot respond to every publicity stunt or facially ridiculous claim. He has full confidence in the facts and the judicial process, where the truth will prevail. The accusations against him are pure fiction." Now, this is far from the first time Diddy has been accused of such violent behavior. You see, in 1995, Diddy was quickly becoming a big name in the industry. He had made it a point to surround himself with people he could depend on. Also back then, Diddy and Suge Knight were close friends until one night. Diddy and his crew from Bad Boy Records were out together with Suge Knight's Death Row Records crew. They were celebrating musician Jermaine Dupri's birthday at Platinum City Club. While in the club, an argument broke out between Diddy's guys and Suge's guys. It got to a point where the police had to be called to escort Diddy and his crew out. Now, after Diddy and his crew got escorted out, police made Suge's crew stay inside the club to avoid further disturbance outside. They waited for Diddy and his crew to leave, and then they escorted Suge's crew. However, little did the police know Diddy and his crew didn't have any plans of leaving that night. As Suge's people were getting into their limo, Diddy's guys circled back and attacked Suge's people. In the commotion, one of Suge's friends, Jake Robles, ended up getting shot and passed on a week later from his injuries. Now, when police questioned Diddy, he denied any involvement in the shooting, but Suge never believed him, and this started one of the biggest rap rivalries ever known. Now, fast forward to 1998, and Diddy had started to develop a reputation of a person who wasn't happy when he didn't have his way. You see, Diddy wasn't happy with the way the production of Nas's Hate Me Now music video in which he appeared was going. In the video, Diddy was depicted as Jesus wearing a crown of thorns and posing as if he was crucified on a cross. At first, Diddy approved the final cut of the video, but he changed his mind before it got released. Diddy wanted the crucifixion scene deleted from the video, but the studio had spent over $14,000 on the video, and they weren't looking to change it. Nas's manager sent a copy of the music video that the studio had approved to MTV, Unfortunately, it still had the scene Diddy wanted deleted, and he was pissed. So one day, in a fit of anger, Diddy barged into Steve Stoute's office, who was an executive at Nas's label, and attacked him with a champagne bottle. Diddy got charged with second-degree assault because of that, and when he was asked why he did the things he did, he said, "I basically went to his office, and what happened in his office I really can't speak about, but I can say this. The way I handled myself in his office was completely wrong, and I've since apologized to Steve about that, and I felt like, I just disappointed myself." In 2013, after the VMAs, Diddy got into it with Kendrick after Kendrick said that he was the king of New York on Big Sean's Control. Diddy, who was reportedly very drunk, wasn't too happy with Kendrick and tried to pour a drink on Kendrick to put him in his place, but J. Cole intervened. Diddy and J. Cole got into a fight. Now, later when they were asked, both guys denied the fight ever happened, but in J. Cole's 2021 song Let Go My Hand, he said, "My last scrap was with Puff Daddy. Who would have thought it?" Y'all, in 2014, Diddy allegedly got into it again, this time with Drake. There seemed to be some disagreement on who owned the beats to Drake's 0-100. The two allegedly got into an argument outside Live nightclub during DJ Khaled's event for Basil Weekend. Words were allegedly exchanged and reportedly then blows, with Diddy telling Drake, "You will not disrespect me."
Although there was no footage of this, based on people that I've spoken to close to the situation, Diddy really did punch Drake in the face.
Oh, I got that call 4 o'clock in the morning.
Right.
I was laying in my bed and my phone kept ringing. I'm like, why my phone keep ringing at 4 o'clock in the morning? So I go to look at my phone, and it's my dude, And they ain't, he ain't no just random guy in the club. This is somebody that...
In 2015, Diddy got into a fight with then UCLA assistant football coach Sal Alosi. Diddy was present at UCLA during practice when Sal told Diddy's son Justin that he would not be receiving special treatment because his dad was there. After practice, Diddy and his son went into Sal's office and an argument began, which led to Diddy grabbing Sal. Diddy had to be forcibly removed from the office, but as he was getting removed, he swung a kettlebell at an intern. Now, these are just a drop of the questionable things Diddy has gotten into, and we haven't even talked about the rumored things he has done over the years or the mountain of lawsuits he is currently facing. Now, recently, lawsuit filed against Diddy by fashion designer Brianna Bongalan. Diddy in 2016 dangled her from the side of a building. According to the lawsuit, the incident happened on September 26, 2016, right after a Diddy freak-off party had just ended. Apparently, Brianna and Diddy's then-girlfriend Cassie were sleeping in the same bedroom at Cassie's apartment when an enraged Diddy showed up and violently started pounding at the door non-stop. Amongst all the commotion, Brianna asked Cassie to go and hide in the bathroom before Diddy could knock down the door. Diddy managed to get into the apartment and Brianna ran onto the balcony to try and hide from him. It's alleged that Diddy followed Brianna to the balcony and charged at her. Brianna tried to fight of Diddy, but he overpowered her and grabbed her, assaulting her in the process. Now, here is where things get extremely horrific. Diddy then allegedly lifted Brianna by her armpits and dangled her from the balcony, which was on the 17th floor, by the way, and started yelling at her. According to the lawsuit, at this point, Cassie heard the commotion in the balcony and came out to try and intervene. At this point, it seems Diddy recognized that the amount of people witnessing his assault was a lot more than he had initially thought and quickly pulled back Brianna from the balcony, but he didn't release her just yet. Diddy then proceeded to slam Brianna onto the patio furniture. Now, this isn't the first time this incident has been brought up against Diddy. You see, when Cassie filed her lawsuit against Diddy, there was a section in the lawsuit that described this very exact incident to the letter. But Cassie didn't mention the name of the person who got dangled from the balcony. Anyways, what do you think about all these different instances of Diddy's violent behavior? Why do you think he was able to get away with doing such things for a long time? Let me know your opinions in the comments below. Till next time, bye.